Yes. Yes. Welcome, 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 Mitch. Welcome, Cole. Let's check everybody's levels.
Hello.
My sound is gonna
Yes,
suck.
yes,
I'm at work.
yes.
Oh, okay. That's fine, Cole. No problem. Mitch sounds good. Fuck, I should have used. Oh well, I should use my new mic, but that's all right. No problem. I sound all right. Mitch sounds good. Hey, Mitch, how's it going, buddy?
Okay, I just got off a stream, like an 8-hour stream of people being retards. So, are you guys gonna be serious with me, or are you gonna joke around?
Well, I just wanted to ask you.
Okay, the first few seconds was on private. I've now made it public.
Question the same question you asked me. I just have asked you that 3 times in chat, and you never answered me.
I'm not
I
really.
said
I'm not really in the mood to be trolled.
I'm not. I'm not trolling at all, buddy. I want to know how emotional you have to be to rip off a sick veteran.
Okay, go on. Why do you ask that?
Because you asked me how emotional I had to be to drop her social security number, so I figure you could tell me how emotional you'd have to be to rip off a sick veteran.
You
Simple question.
You posted Nonya's social security number in a chat room, right?
I did. Do you have proof of that? Because all the proof was a screenshot that people that actually hated me said it looked fucking photoshopped.
Nonya's social security number got dropped in Junie's chat by a person with your username that was modded.
Looked photoshopped to me.
You don't believe that actually happened? No,
No, it might have happened, but I don't know. I can't prove that it happened, and it certainly
Photoshopped. It was an active live chat. How do you Photoshop? Never mind, Warbish.
wasn't me. I mean, if you think I'm that dumb, dude, come on, brother. I'm gonna go in her chat. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Go on.
I would not be stupid enough to go in one of my closest friends' chat and when I had a managing mod and drop it under my account. That would be really stupid. Plus, I told Nonya all she had to do was go to YouTube and report it.
Oh, he was even a managing mod.
And she could take me to court. She threatened to take me to court 1 billion times. She literally lied to the people, told people that I was like caught by the FBI and all this bullshit. She lied her ass off about it. It is what it is, man. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? I told her if she wants to take me to court, let's go, man. I'm ready to stand up in court and stand tall for it. So let's do it. You know?
Man, the dude's ready to stand. I didn't know he could stand.
No. But I did want to ask that question of you because you asked that question of me.
If you didn't do it, that means that someone created an account with your username, somehow got modded.
It happens all the time. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
And they got modded in Junie. So Junie gave this fake account a wrench, and then
that's not. No, let me tell you something. That's not necessarily true because we saw it happen in NTFs. All these people came in with modded accounts that looked just like mine. They looked just like other people's. You can ask NTF. They had mods and everything, and they looked just like my account. They looked just like everybody else's account. It happens all the time, man. Technology is fucking crazy now. You can own somebody's channel easily.
But you're known for it, Warbish. You were up in my chat saying nasty, raunchy stuff. Are you denying that's you too? Oh, my dogs are going off.
I mean, that shit literally happened. There was like flood of people that were modded in NTFs about 2 months ago. And we don't know if they were really modded or not, or if they just looked like they were. We don't know.
I'm not even
Well.
necessarily judging you, because the way Nonya acts, a lot of people believe that she would deserve it. Even if you did do that, they don't feel bad for her.
Dude, I wouldn't do that though, because I've had people's information and not done a fucking thing with it. I don't do shit like that. I had all of John Davis's family's information. I could have called them at any time. I never did. I don't do shit like that, dude. It's a fact. I've never
But you
done it.
posted it everywhere. You post it everywhere. So you do that shit. In regards to the John Davis stuff. You and Jack Off both do that shit.
Anything like that. I don't have to
Right.
do. I don't have to do things like that. I can fight Nonya with my words. I don't have to fight with fucking social security numbers. So, but I did.
All right.
I mean, honestly, dude, you did ask me that question, so I just wanted to know what you thought about her ripping off a sick veteran. Seriously, I did want to know what you thought. I'm not trolling.
Well,
I have a question for Warbish. Other than Jersey coming out here and saying, well, he didn't even say that Nonya ripped him off. You're the one saying that. Other than you saying that, where's the proof that she scammed him or ripped him off? Now, I'm not for either side on this. I'm just saying. When people give out donations, how is that ripping someone off? Are there messages where she's lying and getting donations, or what? Inquiring minds want to know. Because you guys are all okay with other nasty people dropping social security numbers. Yeah, Angela always defended that it was okay that Nonya's social security number was dropped. You guys are okay with doxes being put out there. You guys are okay with so much more. But when you don't like somebody, you gang up on them. And a lot of people don't like her. So it seems like she's just the bad, bad girl. When all of you guys have been just as nasty. Now, where's the proof that she ripped this Jersey guy off? Seems to me that he openly was donating and not keeping track of how much he was donating. I listened to his whole live stream up there with Bobby Joe.
If you say that you didn't do it, and who am I to say? I don't know 100%, but so I won't say that anymore.
He did it, Mitch. I hope you're ready for me, Mitch. This is you talk to Warbot. You said you want to hang out with me, buddy. So we've been talking about this war veteran stuff, this robbery, this social stuff. How do we know her social security, Mitch? Mitch, how do we go to that? What is her social, and how is it that we would know? I still don't know it, Mitch. So the fact that you wanted to call like me personally, but we don't do that. You know we don't do that, but you implied that we did. What put you under that impression that that's what we would do? Mitch?
Oh, you're next. You're next. Don't worry.
Well, Mitch, I mean, I'm not trolling you. Like I said, you seem to stick up for Nonya at Bobby Joe's, and that was why I asked you that question.
Oh, there he goes. You seem to stick up with the Nonyas and the Bobby Joes. So if it's someone that he doesn't like, oh my goodness. Warbish, you seem to stick up for the Looney Junies that go around doxing and putting out private information on everybody too and giving them an okay. Now, don't you? You're well known for that. You were well known for dropping John Davis's whole entire family. You sure were.
No, I get it. So I accused you of dropping Nunja's social, and you're saying like I dropped that with it, and I don't know all the facts. I don't know 100% that you did that. So you're gonna go and ask me what it's like to rip off a veteran, as if I was in cahoots with Nonya.
That's not what I said, though. I said the exact same question you asked me. You said, you literally said to me, Warbot, how emotional do you have to be to put her social security number in a chat?
Yeah.
So all I said to you was, how emotional do you have to be to rip off a veteran? Not you. I'm talking about her, obviously. I'm just saying that because you acted like you stuck up for her at Bobby Joe's.
Dude, but how is that possible on the same timeline where you're...
I have not heard Jersey say that he was ripped off. Those are your words. Where do you guys all get off? You guys know K-Ran from our community? The bitch gave, like, what was it? 8,000, 10,000, 100,000 to different men. How is that ripping someone off when someone openly donates?
Your group, your inner circle became aware of all of Nonya's personal details. Then someone
Dude,
under your name
not true. Not true, Mitch. If you could let me talk for a second, I could clear that up for you.
Listen, I understand you guys were.
My God, bro. Her information was known 6 months before that. Steven Sickle and JD pointed out that all of her eviction stuff was on that server. So anybody could have got that in the whole 6 months.
Oh, right. And I'm sure you did, because you threatened to drop it before, several times before on her. More bitch, you don't get it. You just don't get it. You were a managing mod in there. It was under your name. Did someone change their whole complete name to you to drop the Social Security and then change it back? But yet you're a managing mod. And Junie, unlike some of the chats, doesn't have every single person modded up to where you can't figure it out. I'm just saying, Warbot, you're a liar and you're a coward in the fact that you've threatened these women and have dropped their personal information out there. I'm not getting in the argument with the Jersey and stuff. I'm just bringing up the point. You guys use that as cannon fodder because you already didn't like her.
And they probably did. So a lot of people probably have her social security number. So I hope for her sake she changed it, which she can do easily. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Which you can do easily after you've had it your whole life. Everything's labeled around your social security number. And now you can change it easily, though. Yeah, you can easily change your name that you've had your whole fucking entire life. But there's a lot of secondhand things as a result of that. That's a headache for years to come.
6 months ago. But you're dodging my question, man. How emotional do you have to be to rip off a sick veteran?
Ripping off a sick veteran is not nice.
That's not nice at all, is it? And she ripped him off before. You know, that's not nice even before that. It's not nice to rip off a veteran. I just wanted to know.
So if she ripped him off before, how did she rip him off again? Is this veteran like so dumb that he didn't care that he got ripped off and still continued to let people rip him off? I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about this Jersey folk. All I'm saying is I heard him with his own words say he wasn't keeping track and was just letting his money go out. So how is that ripping someone off when Jersey admitted it was his own damn fault that he was letting the donations go on out without keeping track of them? Tell both sides of the story. That's all I'm saying.
Know why you felt the need to stick up for her like that, man? I mean, do you think she didn't do it, or do you think she doesn't deserve like the hatred she's getting for it? A serious question. No trolling.
I mean, if it were Nonya's social security number or anyone else's, I would have.
I'm not talking about a social security number. I'm talking about, dude, you're dodging. I want to know about the ripping off a veteran. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying, do you?
No, dude, you're dodging about the social security number. you want to deflect off that because I'm pretty sure it was you because you do that type of shit and have been known to do that type of shit before. And you do it for your friends. You run around and harass people and threaten people for your little loony joonies.
Do you think she deserves the hatred she's gotten for that? Or no?
Do I think Nonya deserves the hate that she got for the money that Jersey Stan gave her?
Yeah.
From what I understand, Jersey gave Nonya money for her electric bill and
And
because
and to smoke
Vic,
weed. And to smoke weed. Because that's what
and
she
because
did with it.
and because Vic was coming after her and she needed to get her
Now,
gun.
wait a minute. You asked Mitch for proof. Where's your proof of that? Because that's what she did with it. Those are your words. Are you Jersey? No. Do you have proof of that?
Gun out of pawn.
Oh my God, dude. Whatever, bro.
In case she needed to shoot Vic.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, man. Because Vic was really going to do something. He's never done anything, man, except talk.
More lies. More lies. Vic's did more than just talk. He's terrorized women. None of you guys take him seriously. He's actually went places. He's currently terrorizing another woman, and he knows right where she's at, and he's been there before.
So
Has
you'd rather
have you ever done anything, man? No, all he's done is talk, man. Yeah, he said he was going to do shit, but he's never actually done a single thing.
in the
Lies. I don't care if it was Locksmith's old place of business. He really went there. Lies. He terrorized Kim before her death and actually went to her town. Oh, that's a real smart thing to do, to terrorize a woman who doesn't have a man in her house to protect her. Or regardless, it's just bullshit. You and Junie have the same excuse. He has went IRL, and he's threatened way too many women. Oh, but that's okay. The Vic's a man and can go around and terrorize women because it's just talk. Man, that is weak. Weak.
grand scheme of internet grifting, if you're raising money so you can pay your electric bill and have a gun in case Vic comes over, like that's not.
Yeah, she did a lot more than that, bro. It was $1,600 fucking dollars. Come on. Bobby Joe had it all written out. We saw exactly when the amounts and everything. So
Oh, Bobby Joe had it all written out, right? Well, in our community, K Rand gives around 8K, 100K. People throw around money like crazy. Oh, look at Tacos, Colts, and Cats, who took so much money off James D and brags that she stole it from him. It happens. Get over yourself. If he didn't want to donate, he didn't have to donate. Now, if she lied about what she needed it for, that's wrong. Yep, it's wrong. But where's your proof? Don't you have to have proof before you prosecute someone?
it was more than twice. So it had to be something else. She didn't just get 8 and 8. It was like 2, 2, 3. You know what I mean? It was like here and there and everywhere. So I just wanted to know, man, because that just seems like a really shitty thing to do. And even though sometimes I don't like you, it just struck me as odd that you would stand up for somebody like that did something like that. Because yes, while Jersey Stang did give her that money, of course he did, because he felt bad for her because she poor mouthed in front of him, dude. Of course he felt bad. He's a good guy. He felt like, oh fuck, I got this money, I can help her out, man. Let me be nice and give her this money.
This is a problem I have, though. He has no clue about the communications between them. He's speaking for Jersey without having a clue. He's only seen as much as all of us have seen. Jersey openly come out and said he wasn't wanting the money back. Jersey openly come out and said it was his own fault. Now, until you have proof, it's not money laundering. It's nothing of the such. You got to know exactly what it is. I'm just being, right here in the middle. I'm not trying to defend either one. I'm just saying this dude is going off because of his hate for somebody and what he wants to say. And there's absolutely no facts to his words. That's it. That's all.
Right.
I just feel like that's a really shitty thing to do to somebody, man. A poor mouth like that, because especially when you know that person's going to be like, okay, I can do this in front of this guy. He's going to give me this money. Great. I'm in like Flynn. You know what I mean? So like I said, I just wanted, I'm not trolling you at all, man.
Exactly. Does that make everyone that's received money from James D. money laundering? They give him a sob story. Remember Zombies? I need to help out my cat and get him like $200 or $300, and then went shopping with it and didn't help out his damn cat. Remember Tacos needing to take her dog to the vet, gets money for it, and doesn't take her damn dog to the vet. There's several other people that have gotten a lot of money.
I thought more of you than you would stick up for somebody like that, because you at the end of the day, for the most part, other than some things when I have seen you go on at women, but that's another topic for another day. But I've seen you stand up for things that seem to be fair. I appreciated you bringing the Ed stuff to us. I did. I thanked you for that in the chat when it happened, actually. So I thought it was odd that you stood up for her, because I was like, well, damn, he don't usually, it just seemed kind of weird to me.
Did I stick up for her? What did I say?
Well, it's not so much necessarily that you stuck up for her. It's just that you I felt like you kind of tried to derail the whole thing, because you got up there and you.
Oh, and people will say I'm sticking up for her right now. No, I'm calling you guys out on your bullshit. You have absolutely no proof of what you're saying. If someone even speaks to her, I got that in Scotty's room. Oh, you're a Nonya nut. You're working with Nonya. No, I don't have to disown her like the rest of you. If I want to be nice and cordial to her, it doesn't mean I'm in with her. I'll talk to her any fucking day of the week I want.
You were like, so are you saying Nonya's poor? Is that what you're saying? We all pretty much agreed in the chat that you were trying to derail the thing, and it did look like that. If you weren't, then I got to take you at your word, I guess, right? If that's what you say. But I'm not the only one that thought that, though. And indeed, Bobby Joe did too, because she said it to you. So.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe said it. Bobby Joe said it after she sat in there and was okay. Everything was okie dokie, right, with Bobby Joe that whole entire time, until she got pissed off. Why didn't she come out previously about any of this? Why didn't she come out and whine and complain before? Only when it fit her narrative and suited her needs did Bobby Joe come out and do anything. And then she brings Jersey up. Why couldn't somebody else? Why couldn't Jersey? Oh, because Bobby Joe was a big Nonionite that left, and you guys have all welcomed her in. But she obviously was okay with everything until things didn't go her way.
I get that. I was backstage for like 15 minutes when I went backstage. It was Bobby Joe and Kyle Rittenhouse,
right,
on panel, and so I had my questions ready for them. And then she left me backstage for like 15 minutes. By the time I came up, the topic had totally changed. So when I asked her about Kyle Rittenhouse, it looked like I was deflecting, and I know the whole chat revolted against me, but and I don't blame people for thinking that I was trying to intentionally derail things. But to deflect for Nonya as if I'm on Nonya's team, is that
Well, not like I said, not necessarily. It just looked. It just,
Oh, yeah, Mitch, you'll get that. Just like I'll get it for this. For just calling out the hypocrisy that there's actually no proof of what he's saying except for the actual donation amounts. But, oh, you're a Nonya.
it did look that way a little bit. And like I said, knowing what I know about, I heard that she, made a point to be like, oh, let me just fire up this weed now that I got. And it's like, well, wait a minute. If you needed money for an electric bill, how do you have all this weed then? Didn't really add up to me, but whatever. Like I said, I just had that one.
Do you know if it was a joint? Do you know if it was a dime bag? Do you know if she spent over $50 on it? No. That's what I'm saying. I have no fucking clue. How do you?
One question for you, man. That's it. I mean,
But I think you're right. I did say, what is Nonya? Well, you guys are shaming Nonya for being poor.
And I'm certainly not shaming her for being poor, but I don't like people that poor mouth either. She's a grown ass woman, and so is her man. It seems like they would be able to take care of their own business and not try to get money from a veteran. That's it. That's my take on it.
Yeah, that part. If she has if she's working full time.
Didn't that veteran come right out here and say something about always giving money? It's not going to stop him from giving money. And Bobby Joe was like, Jersey, stop. So that's what I'm talking about. You can't stop Jersey from giving people money and then blame it on other people. And what about the others he gave money to? Because I know there's others.
Time, and then she also has another head of household
Mm-hmm.
in the house. I don't understand why they need money from Jersey staying. But
yeah, right. And she does. She's got that guy in her house. I assume. I mean, I don't think anything's changed there.
But is that for us to judge? I mean, these are grown adults who want to exchange.
But
whatever.
It is for us to judge, though, because it was brought.
Oh, it is for us to judge, though, says Warbish. But he doesn't want to judge Angela or Junie or anybody else that was around Edward. Okay, in his doxes. Helping giving him information, recording people, threatening to go to attorneys. Oh, but that's all okay. This is hypocrisy. This is what I'm saying. I'm cordial with Nonya. I've never been in with her. But you guys are hypocritical bitches. I'm telling you. You are. So much more is okay with your friends, as long as you're friends with them. But because so many people dislike this woman, you guys are all have it out for her. Maybe she's 100% in the wrong. Maybe she grifted it. Maybe she did lie. But show me the evidence of it. All you guys that white knighted for Predward, right? Until there was absolute fact. You guys all saw a dollar amount about donations. Where are all the evidence of what she spent it on and what she asked him for and how it all went down, other than the exact dollar amount you guys are saying? Because I haven't seen it. I'm just saying, you want to hold one accountable at a different standard than another. And I see it.
To the whole community, you know what I mean? So of course we're going to judge it, whether it is for us to judge or not. Everybody's going to judge it when it's brought to the entire community, right?
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's right or not. And like I said, dude, I get it. If you got problems with your bills, you got problems with your bills. But like I just said, if she has a man in the house and she's working this badass job where she's supposedly a boss and she's always bragging about how her job's awesome, but she did say she got a pay cut, which that's up to you whether you believe it or not, because of people calling in like JD, which he did live, which I got blamed for, which was weird because he literally did it live on the fucking internet. But that's another topic. But Yeah, I don't feel like I just don't understand it. Like you just said, I mean, you just put it out in black and white. If she's got herself and another guy, you don't need to be getting money from Jersey. That's my take on it, man. So yeah, that's it. You can talk to Cole now, man, because I do want to get to this get.
Okay, so if you have another guy, you don't need money. But if you're Junie and you live off the government, it's okay to pass out money to NTF, like I saw her do, right? Gotcha.
Get away, Jesus. Give away, rather. So
Well, if we're criticizing each other over the women we defend, maybe even if I did defend Nonya, surely that isn't as bad as you defending Angela G, right?
what has Angela G done to anybody?
What has she done to you, bro?
Now let me handle this, please. You can have your turn. You can have your turn, my friend. Just hold on.
Oh, do you really want to know what she's done to everybody? Well, ask me about my sister and Angela G going into real family. Angela G going IRL into real lives. Angela G not lying about others, about doxing her grandson. Angela G lying about doxing Juniper's nephew. All the lies that Angela G did. How about the intimidation that Angela G did? How about the control that Angela G had over so many chat rooms, running around, spreading lies about people, ruining their good names over her fucking lies? How about Angela G white knighting for Edward, prolonging stuff? Why there's real child abuse victims out there. I guess that doesn't matter much now, does it? Over money. Money is always the root of all evil, not purrs that touch or look at child porn photos, right? Warbish.
I do.
Because
I do wanna
he addressed me. He addressed me, so I want to answer. Yeah,
I
what did
do.
Angela G do to anybody? Mention serious question.
I do want to hear from both of you guys, but let me ask this: look, why do you guys think that? What you guys see that Angela G is mad? People are mad at Angela G, right? And
Mhm.
you guys think it's totally unfair to her, or why do you guys think? Why do you guys think people are mad at her?
Bro, it's the internet, man. Nobody owes anybody anything, right? You don't owe me anything. I don't owe you anything, right? I mean, it's the internet.
Okay, you just heard him say that. So what does Nonya owe any of you guys as you come out here and speak on her and say stuff without any facts? Right? Who cares if she's helping Edward? Who cares if Nick Cook's helping to dox too? Who cares if she's okay with doxing? Who cares if she goes into other people and bashes on their mental health and things? Right? It's just the internet. So why are you up here complaining about another?
Does she really owe people something? Not really. Come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she said she didn't want to make a statement about it. That's that. I mean, why keep at it, man? If she said she didn't want to do it, she don't want to fucking do it. I guess, right?
Nobody has to make her make a statement. But I sure in the hell don't want to be around her. She has no room to say a flippin' word to me about anything. She's a pred protector in my eyes. She sure the hell is. And just like you have your right to your opinions, I personally think she knew about it. She knew about the raid. She's hid it all. She helped with the cover story.
I just don't see the point of, like, hitting her and hitting her and hitting her and hitting her and hitting her. She's not going to change her mind. Can't change her mind yet. What makes you think she would? I would think that would just piss her off and make her even more entrenched and not say anything. Right? Maybe.
It's
I
not,
mean, I think,
it's not that you owe anyone anything, but isn't it just the right thing to do to come out and signal to everyone that, like, hey,
well, I don't think she,
my
I mean,
bad, I was wrong.
Yes, Mitch, it is. She does owe people anything because it's the internet, right? She doesn't. She does. She intimidated many. She wants to know how she hurt people. She did up here. She sat right there up on the panel as Juniper, as Edward, as others doxed. JFK banhammered him. Warbish, you banhammered him. Jackoff banhammered him. All of you got Lydia, the whole works. You banhammered. You controlled the narrative, allowing this sick pedo to get away with it longer and longer and longer. To me, that's more important than money any given day of the week. But you give her a pass because she's your friend.
Wrong about this, and I don't actually support this
well,
person because
I think
of what your
she
staff
has
done.
said that though, right? I mean, she hasn't like made a big statement about it, but I don't think she's certainly not said, hey, you know what? That report's wrong, or she's not said anything like that, which I've heard people say, which is absolutely ridiculous. People tend to like make up shit.
Oh, did you hear Junie? Right before she ended out? Yeah. And about Edward, you guys. And then she stopped herself and said, oh, I'm not going to go there. I read the report. Yeah, she was getting ready to defend him. Getting ready to defend him. And you guys, you want us all to assume about Angela that everything's okay, but it's okay for you to assume about others to trash them. This is really not a whole lot about the people as much as the hypocrisy in your guys' community. Happens in ours too.
Because I know her for a fact that she's not said anything like that. So
then why are people mad at her then? They just don't
well,
like her.
dude,
Okay.
I mean, that's simple. The people that are mad at her are interested in keeping this going for their own reasons. They want that content, man. The content is king, bro. And you don't.
Oh my God. He speaks for everybody. This is bullshit. The people that are mad at Angela are doing it for content. They want the content to keep going. I have never heard a more lame ass excuse after people have been fighting to get into Edward. Man, I was cock blocked all over the place for so long, trying to get in there and warn you about him, trying to get in there and warn you about Angela G's friends and what type of friends she has in general, not just Edward, others. But you go ahead and speak on everybody like you know all. Dipshit.
Don't think Angela having a big speech about Ed would be good content. Of course, that's what they want, man. And they're not going to give up on this Ed thing no matter what. If she gives a speech on Ed, it's still going to go on, bro. Some people are just never going to drop this. I said that way back when. I said, even if.
Why? Because we're supposed to believe her? Where's the case number? Where's the case number? Show me the case number. So she's not a little liar that lied for Predward, that lies for everybody, right? She sure the fuck is.
If Ed's found guilty or not guilty, either way, they're still going to harp on it for eternity. So, I just don't see the point, man.
So Ed had plenty of friends in his,
Sure.
close circle, but nobody seems to be getting as much shit as Angela. Why is Angela getting more shit than any of the other?
Because she was the most out front about it. Even though I was in the front. I mean, in the beginning, I was way out front, but I always said that if it happened, that I would turn my back on him, and that's exactly what I did. I don't have to make a big speech about it. I mean, even though a lot of people wanted me to, fuck that. I don't have. Like I said, I don't owe anybody anything, and I don't think she does either. She was out front about it. She was very close to him, and she was loyal to him. I mean, I think a lot of people here, let me use the example of Becky and Nonya. That she's like Nonya's Angela.
What the hell? I didn't know my name was going to be brought up.
I mean, I think a lot of people here, let me use the example of Becky and Nonya. That she's like Nonya's Angela. She's very loyal to Nonya.
It shows the proof of where I'm very loyal to Nonya. Me and her, I went around and round. She was nice to me when I was on panel, but then when she went over and talked with Angela, she said she didn't believe my BS and turned me under the bus. Then she was nice. Then she went up on Clovis's and then threw me under the bus. No, it has nothing to do with that. You expect me to hate her for that when that is really just the internet. Grow up. Unless you're talking about the other Becky. Because I've never been in with Nonya. But I caught hell over in Scotty's chat. Everyone wanting me to answer for Nonya or answer questions. I barely know her. But I'm not going to prosecute her over YouTube drama where you guys are all lying and making up stories. The only thing I actually believe is a dollar amount and what came out of Jersey's mouth and nobody else's mouth.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with somebody defending their friend. She's not, like I said, she's not came out and said anything like, well, you know what, that report's wrong and Ed Dennison and, blah, blah, blah. She's not said any of that, right? I mean, as long as she don't say that, then, I mean, she's fucking gold in my book, bro. She can carry on as she wishes. She's an adult. She can do as she pleases. I don't think, I'm losing my fucking words. I don't think, hell, battering ain't the real word that I'm looking for, but it just keep hitting her and hitting her on it is just not going to do any good because, like I said, it's just going to make her more pissed off, and you're going to catch more flies with honey than you are vinegar. So I don't understand the need to go on a vendetta against her, and it seems like a lot of people have gone on a vendetta against her. And you're like, if you want a speech from Angela, you're just as much entitled to think that. I mean, you're more than welcome to. It still doesn't mean she has to do it though. Just because that's what you want, right? You still there, Mitch?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude, but
well, you seem despondent.
Wait.
I mean,
Well,
tell me what you're thinking, man. I mean, we were actually having a decent conversation, which I didn't think would happen.
When I ask you why Angela's getting so much shit, and you say, it's the internet and these other.
Well,
reasons,
no, I said she was the most out front about it because she was so
she was most outspoken, and she didn't come out like the rest of you guys. Everyone else who was close to Ed came out and said,
but she must have her reason, man. And then it's not my business what her reason is. She's like an adult, dude.
Her reason is she's a coward. She came out here and did all of that to all of you. And now she is privileged and doesn't feel like she owes you guys anything. She wants to know how she hurt you on the internet. Yes, she goes around with Looney Junie complaining how Looney Junie's getting hurt on the internet. How her friends get hurt on the internet.
Dude. Okay. She can do as she pleases, right?
Imagine
just like y'all, like I said, y'all can do as y'all are doing, and it's not getting you anywhere, but you can keep doing it. It's still not going to get you anywhere.
Imagine this isn't the internet. This is the neighborhood, and we all live in the same development or cul-de-sac. And one of the neighbors, she was advocating for this guy, and she was his biggest advocate for this guy. Mm-hmm. And then we all find out that he had this terrible stuff on his phone, and we're kind of looking to her to be like, hey, Angela, we just want some signal that like.
But I'm pretty sure she did. I mean, I don't think she like was actually just super quiet about it. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think she didn't say anything actually. I could be wrong about that. I don't know.
The only thing she said is do whatever you guys are going to do. I can't stop you, which is true. But the fact was, she was able to stop many of us when we were trying to get to Edward, when he was actively out here collecting donations, mind you, from many of you. Right? Do you guys all forget that? She was his white knight as he got donos for having CP. But none of you fail, or none of you guys care about any of that. And she's not come out and disowned him. She just says, do what you're going to do. I can't stop you. That's not denouncing him in any way, shape, or form. How do you know he's not still in communications with her, with others? The hypocrisy is unreal. He was getting donos for so long. I'm just going to take a guess. It's a hell of a lot more than $1,600. And didn't Sam pay for him to go to Florida too? And that's when they found out about, the raid on the home. And then a cover story was made before he even came back. This is all money from your community, but you're focusing on money, $1,600. I can guarantee you that Freddie took more than that off all of you.
Oh, I could be wrong about that, but
Exactly. That's the point. We don't know. I think she might have, maybe, but
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like badgering about it. There we go, badgering. Damn it, why can't I remember that word? I think badgering somebody is not going to get them to talk. It's just going to piss them off more. But like I said, you're more than welcome to keep trying that. But I don't think it's going to help. I think it's just going to make her more and more entrenched to say, you know what, fuck these people. Or keep fucking with me. Give me static, chasing me over to other communities. I mean, that's a little bit much, bro. Chasing her into other communities and shit. It's like, come on, we got enough trouble here without like trying to bring other people's. We're bringing other communities into ours now, and it's like, come on, bro. It's like, damn.
Oh my gosh, he's blaming the community merge on Angela. It was happening no. Warbish, come on now. So many of us have been over there, and so many of you guys have been over in our pocket. Don't blame the community merge on Angela. It didn't fucking happen that way.
We don't need these, all these conspiracies. We got like Becky Dean, the conspiracy nut, bringing shit in here. I mean, it's outrageous. Talking about
this dude thinks I'm a conspiracy nut. I wasn't in the Vegas community. What was I in that was conspiratorial? I wasn't even in the 9/11 community. I was in none of that. This dude thinks he knows me too and doesn't. But yet, he can't even own his own legs. Oh, Clown Pores, I saw FCC, your comparison in there, 100% a match. That is FCC.
Fucking pedophile rings. It's crazy, dude. Ain't nobody got a fucking pedophile ring here.
Well, it's not going to stop anytime soon. I mean,
there's no pedophile ring on the internet. Predators don't hide in this community. Oh, it's not like the most convenient place to hide, right smack up in the middle, where they get to listen to survivors and victims and get off on it. Derp. Why? Because you say so? I've been around a lot longer than you and been watching this a lot longer than you. And there definitely is a pedo ring going on here.
We just
Oh,
my
that's
group
fine. I
alone.
mean, we know how to deal with
I
Becky
mean,
Dean. We just
my
fucking
my
ignore her and talk shit right back.
one of my groups alone that I've spoken with plans to hunt down Angela to the ends of the earth. So I can only
Oh, you're gonna
imagine.
hunt her down, huh? Wow, that's interesting verbiage there. You're gonna hunt her down. That's a little bit much, Mitch. Mitch,
Well, I mean, we all wish it didn't have to come to this, but she's not
I
going to get away with it.
she'd have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna get you anywhere, Mitch. She's still not gonna fucking talk, man. Even if you hunt her down to the ends of the earth, that's just. I'm I'm having to. That's a little weird, man. Hunt her down to the ends of the earth, huh? Wow.
Wow, you're worried about that? But Vic just throws out endless threats to women out here, and you're not concerned about it at all, even though he does go IRL, regardless of what your minuscule mind believes.
It's funny, but isn't it kind of true? She would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for us meddling people, FOIAing and finding out the truth, right? She would have gotten away with it.
Yeah, being loyal to her friend, dude. That's terrible. That's a terrible quality.
Sometimes it is. If you're loyal to a bad person, that's bad.
Nobody
not
knew.
good.
Nobody.
not
You
good.
knew the same shit we did, Mitch. You didn't know anything we didn't until you did. So
How do you know? She said she was on the phone with him during the raid. How do you know? Then she comes out here and tries to say that these are real friends that she's known off YouTube. Bullshit. She's not met them in real life. Bullshit.
We all knew that Ed was arrested in a CP raid, right?
we knew that there was an incident report, and that was it. There was nothing else. I called myself and got told that there was nothing else to do about it. I called Polk. I tried to call Texas Attorney General and speak to the guy, the very guy that signed off on that paper. In fact, Marquis or whatever his name is, I think it was Marquis. I didn't know, of course, at that point that he was the guy that did it, but.
Oh, look, Clovis, yet another one. Looks like you're not the only one trying to call Texas. Go figure. There's been many of us. Clout chasing woman.
I could never get up with him. It's like he didn't want to fucking talk. So, I mean, it's not like you guys were the only ones.
Oh, yeah, red flag. Kind of like Angela G doesn't want to fucking talk, right? Nick Cook doesn't want to talk. He'll go over and help Docs. I'm going to assume, since he was trying to help Docs Mitch, that he was helping to dox other people. And why we all know that Edward was using his computer from his mama when she worked at the prison to dox people over in our community. He was already secretly recording, pretending to be friends, recording to entrap them. Yes, in a court of law with Clovis.
Trying to do something.
No, I don't.
And I do know of other people that tried as well and got stonewalled. So,
Locksmith phrased it as if Locksmith phrased it, and he said that the people were looking for. What did Locke say?
looking for.
Mike said that. Sorry, Locke said that that people are trying to. What was the phrasing? He said that basically that we're trying that the people who busted Ed are not the people that busted Ed, but just the people in the community were being too hard on the Edvidians and the people who are close to Ed and being like, "Oh, you guys are out for blood. You guys."
Yeah, I mean, I can see that a little bit. I mean, like I said, I think a lot of people are not being genuine about this. Some of you are, some people aren't, and they just want to fucking pick a fight. They want that blood in that water. They want that blood in the water, man. Dude, I've seen it time and time again, man.
Bullshit. See, I'm just a conspiracy nut because I was on to Ed and trying to come over and tell you guys and warn you guys. But I was just a conspiracy nut. Remember? And who was it that was counteracting me to come over and inform you guys? Clovis, Angela. Think about this. Scotty Karate. Now think about this. Who's giving who the free passes? Jesse and Dowd. Winners.
People want
I
that
think-
blood in the water. It puts the feet in the seats, so to speak, man. If there's some big fight about Ed, people are going to watch that. People are going to fucking want to be a part of that. And I've seen it time and time again. It's there's no denying it. So some people are genuine, some people aren't. But either way, at the end of the day, it's still people wanting blood in the water and wanting to pick at somebody until they explode or something. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think it's her.
You really think that's what it is? These people want to see Angela explode, or
Oh, absolutely. Some of them, not all, but
So is that what you're wanting for Nonya? Huh? So I guess money takes priority over child porn, is what you're saying. I'm just saying, keep your priorities straight and do with one as you're going to do with another. You can't give one a free pass and then hang the other. It just doesn't work that way.
but definitely some. I'm not going to name any names, but I know exactly who I'm thinking about. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that want that. Yeah, absolutely. They want to push her until she fucking goes on a rampage or a rant. That's what they want. Let's face it. Now, some
Isn't
people
it-
might be genuine, like maybe you're genuine, Mitch. I don't know. Maybe you're genuine and you want her just to answer for it. I don't know. But like I said, I think there's a lot of people that just want that content and they want that blood in the water no matter what.
isn't it natural when
That's pretty pathetic of you to say after so many people trying for so long for FOIAs and to get in there to ask Ed questions, and we were always blocked by his group of minions. Always. Yes, Jesse, you did it too, right? You all blocked us. You all protected him.
something goes down like this in a community, for people to they want some kind of gesture or symbol that you can offer to them to say, hey,
But here again,
know-
I don't think I honestly don't think anybody's owed that, dude.
owed.
We're putting much
Not
too much
upon-
stock.
But you want her to come out here and talk about donations that were given to her without the receipts that she was a scammer, a fraud, all the things you guys have been calling her, right? What does she owe to you? But Angela doesn't owe when child sexual abuse was involved. Are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me? I can go into so much more with Angela and Edward. So much more. You guys don't know the half of it with her.
Talking
That's
to
an
this.
obnoxious way to look at it, dude. If it were
No,
me,
it's not. No, that's
and I-
not at all, bro. It's not. It's not, man. Because this is at the end of the day, what is this place, bro? It's a fucking drama community, man. It's not a prey catcher community anymore. Stop being that a long fucking time ago. It's not a place for survivors anymore either. It's not. It's just not. It used to be a good place for people to come to tell their stories. People like Jules would have a place for people to come, talk, and tell their stories. Yada yada. It was great. It's not like that anymore. It's not a good place, man. It's all drama all the time. And if you deny that, then dude, you're not fucking paying attention, because that's exactly what we have right now.
okay, people are not coming. Despite the fact that you were a friend of Ed's, and sorry, I don't want to say friends. I don't want to, make assumptions, but
No, he was. Yeah. He white knighted. He got up there. He spoke. He bashed on people. He tried to threaten and intimidate people, all for Predward.
you had an association with Ed, and people are not coming at you like they are Angela.
They did
And
it
I know,
first.
I know
They
you'll
did it
probably say like
first.
Angela was closer to him and defended him more and was more public about it, but
They,
there's more
a
to it,
lot of people.
isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Isn't it
Go ahead.
like didn't you come out and you signaled to everyone that you were against what was found on Ed's devices, sufficient to where they don't bother you about it, but they bother
But I
Angela.
think yeah, and
Isn't
I
that the
think
difference?
she might have said that. I don't know. I don't know if she did or not. I
That's the
really don't.
problem. You don't know. You don't know. We all know that. We all know that everyone came out against Ed. Most people are unsure. Did Angela? I'm not sure. Who
Well,
knows?
like, yeah, I mean,
Is it edited
dude,
anymore? It was deleted.
right. I get what you're saying. Oh, Jesus. I think, like I said, man, I guess at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to you're gonna think what you want. If you're gonna hunt her down or whatever, I mean, that's on you. You know,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think it's, I don't think it's gonna do a damn thing. You're not gonna force her to say something.
we'll see.
Come on, bro. Dude, who are you, Mitch? At the end of the day, brother, you're somebody on the internet, man. You can't force somebody to do something, bro. Are you gonna do blackmail her? Come on, dude.
You're right. You're right there. I can't do anything, man, because you're
You
right.
can
I'm nobody,
say,
but
hey, fucking tell us what you think. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you can really do, right? Unless you try some dumb shit like blackmail or something. I mean, which I don't highly recommend that. But I mean,
oh, that's a good idea. You're
yeah,
right. I could blackmail her into doing the right thing.
yeah, you could, you could. Would you do that,
No.
Mitch? Would you do that? I don't think you would. I don't think that low of you.
Well, blackmailing isn't the right thing to do, but if it is if it is for an overall good cause.
But you are a known shit stirrer too, just like me. And you used to go back from cap to ed to cap, ed to cap, cap to ed. I used to watch that, man. You thought you were being slick, and you were trying to start shit between the two factions. I saw that, man. I saw that quite a bit back in the day, man. You might deny that, but I know what I saw.
Well, one thing I agree with you about, and I think you have it is a sort of a mature perspective on it. I don't think no, obviously nothing I'm going to do is going to get Angela to change her behavior either way.
Right.
So ultimately I'm left in a position where all I can do is bully someone, and I don't want to bully someone too much. I believe in like shaming people when they show kind of like behavior that could be harmful to kids. Like you can shame someone, like
Well, of
that's
course, and
effective.
that should
But it
be.
ultimately it's up to her friends, right? Like you, Warbot.
I personally think it's her business, bro, and I'm not going to pressure her into doing anything. She can do what she wants. She's an adult. I mean, if this community were
Okay, so that's her business. But Nonya, it's not just your business and Jersey's business. Does anyone even know if she's talked with Jersey in private since then? Do you guys know if anything behind the scenes was said, but was said, don't tell Bobby Joe because she's definitely triggered and got it out because her Fifi's got hurt and they had a falling out. I don't even know if it all the ins and outs of that, but yeah, it's all of your business about that. But this is supposed to be just Angela G's business. That's what I'm saying. I'm calling out it on both sides. Your hypocrisy is over the top.
maybe a different type of a community, then I would think different, maybe. But I don't, man, because it's a drama community, and I just don't think it's that important, bro. I don't. At the end of the day, it's just not what it was, man. It's not.
But it was important enough about somebody else to bring Mitch up and ask a question about them, but forget the child predator's friend.
It's a sad thing, but it's true. It's just not anything like it was, man. It's
I'm
all
putting
drama.
myself.
Huh?
I'm trying to practice empathy and put myself in.
I have to say something. The child predator's friend that openly was one of the few that told kill Illuminados, that she was okay with a 37-year-old dating a 17-year-old because she was underage when she met her now husband. So in other words, it's okay for an older man to groom an underage woman because she was. And she married hers. But that's not a red flag with her being friends with a child predator and protecting him. By golly, keep your blinders on.
Angela G's shoes, you know? It's like I'm in her shoes. I've defended this guy for over a year in this community. I've threatened to sue people. I've exerted my influence on, you know, panels, and, you know, I've given locksmith ultimatums. You can't call.
I mean, at the end of the day, we've all like done shit like that on panels, and I mean, you don't really. I mean, you can only do what you can do, right? I mean, people are going to believe what they want to believe. Like I said, in this, you can either choose to do what you do, like you just said. You can try to bully somebody, which honestly, Mitch, if you tried to bully me, I'd probably laugh at you. Not being mean, but I don't think you could bully too well. Really.
I mean, I'll bully you right now if you don't clean up your act.
Okay, buddy. Okay. You're gonna bully me. Okay. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work very well on your part, man. But yeah, like I said, dude, at the end of the day, I think, you know, it might be different if this was a different place, but it's all drama all the time, bro.
And Warbot, Tira's here.
Who?
Fucking bitch. Tira, you fucking bitch. As soon as he's done with Mitch, I'm gonna tear your ass up.
No, we all know Kira ain't coming up here. That's not gonna happen. So.
Fucking ass. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys keep going. I just wanted.
Oh, I mean, I do want to get to I would like to get to the giveaway. So if Mitch wants to go ahead and talk to you, I think him and I have pretty much talked it out. I don't think we're gonna change each other's minds here. So.
Hey, you never know.
It went a lot better than I thought it could have anyway, Mitch. But yeah, you're more than welcome to go ahead and speak to Cole.
Hey, Mitch, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Cole?
Andrew, I would like to know more about that. If you're wanting to come up and tell me about that, let me finish out here and I'll drop the link for you if you're free.
Was it yesterday?
What was that?
I was here yesterday.
You were here yesterday?
How was your yesterday? I'm sorry, I'm at work, so my sound is terrible. Just asking how your yesterday was.
My yesterday was good. How was yours?
Fantastic. Oh, I've got nothing bad to say. You just said you wanted to, I'll take you both on. When, Mitch, did I come at you in a way that I'm going to get at you, bro? Like, if you're going to come at me, or if I'm going to come at you, don't you think having a reason might be sufficient for you, Mitch?
I'll take you on right now. You have a big head and a little brain, and your mama's still eating breakfast.
Damn it. I think I've been got. I'm specifically here for the giveaway, though. But no, I'm going to ask you one question, too. If I was a Giants fan and you were a Jets fan, would you go to my house and yell at me and demand that I follow the Giants?
No, I get what you're saying. No.
This is my issue. Why would you choose that tactic? And it's not against Angela specifically, but this is what you do. And you know that's not cool. And you know that's not a supportive action because that's bullying, that's terrorism, that's harassment, and that's something I don't think you should do. You being, right, have a big head and a small brain. Your actions signify that you have a.
Are you serious? As Angela and Nick are okay with Edward's doxing and threatening our families, including mine, and then falsely doxing, putting out false information, saying criminal charges that aren't my husband's or my son's, and lying about them. Kind of like how Daniel Dowd is trying to throw out about me on another Becky Dean in my town. Are you even serious? More hypocrisy.
Big head, small brain. And I know
Hey.
you don't.
Well, I mean, so what are you trying to say, dude? Like, Angela G should face no consequences?
Didn't say that. But you shouldn't come to me.
We have Warbot in the room. Warbitch. He says, don't get it twisted. I hope 1 million people got her number. So, I have a few questions since you're spreading lies around. Why did you drop her social security number in Junie's chat? And who was it that dropped the first 3 numbers that Angela defended over and over again that you can't find anything out about the social security numbers and blew that off? And third, how am I a conspiracy theorist nut and lie about everything? Where's your proof? Or do you just like to openly slander people? Oh, see, I'm a big psycho. And now I'm interested in you. Mistake on your part, oh old crone. Oh, a veiled threat. Aw. Aw. How you gonna get up out of bed to come after me? Oh. But I thought we all do it for the content. But I only got 11 viewers. I didn't invite anybody. I never do. I just go live and people come. I thought I was all about the clicks and the views and the content. You're one of those. You're one of those, right? Like Clovis. Oh, nobody's in her chat. Stick around, Warbot. You're more than welcome to come up. Oh, and mind you, I don't bitch block people out of my chat room like you do.
To demand something of someone else. That will be like me going to your house and demanding that you love the Giants and their terrible defense, their awful quarterback, and their shitty defense. You know? Come on, bro.
I agree. My approach, and I concede that my approach is not going to work ultimately in terms of changing Angela G's mind. So it sounds like you guys have that figured out. You're smart enough to know that. But it also, the fact that you're pointing that out to me, makes me feel like you guys have a better idea of how to approach it. So how do we approach it?
Hey, Warbish, get in line. You men are extremely weak. Get behind Daniel Dowd. Get behind Scotty coming after me. So you men are weak.
No, you and me talking here. Just don't do. It's not that you can't do that. If you want to get a better result, don't do the same action over and over again, because what is that called, Mitch?
Insanity.
Exactly. Let's use our heads. That's all I've really got to say regarding that.
All right, fair enough.
You got your number picked out. Since you're here, we're going to talk about this giveaway. I've got the number generator, and the numbers are going to be between 1 and 370. I'm not sure how many numbers Warbot wants me to pick out. If Warbot, if you check your Instagram, use the last one, and we're going to do this giveaway.
Well, just
For a second.
we'll just do shit. I don't know what should we do just
And Mitch, you're included in this giveaway.
how about this?
General Sea Monkey, are you the jack off or are you the Bill or because you've subbed to every channel I've had and you don't know how to hide your sub either, just like Jesse. But I have 11 viewers because you have no content of your own. Who did you make up rules for me to come out here on YouTube? Did you? Are you the one that said I can't stream other people's content? It's a rule. For fuck's sakes. People and oh, I'm in the bread catching community. How many predators have you caught? Well, I'm not in the fucking bread catching community, folks. Nobody has to come out here and have a specific thing that they do or join your little community.
Do 2 giveaways, but like make them 50 each instead of doing 4 25s. Make it easier.
You're controlling the duty.
Plus people will get more money that way too, so they're probably like that. So yeah, be 2 winners. The numbers will be between 1 and 370. Cole has the random number generator, and y'all can put.
Okay, I'm gonna skim through this a little bit, but you know what's funny is I saw them people typing in chat that the 2 winners, nobody knew. I don't know if that's truth or not, but how do we know it wasn't fake? And they made up 2 winners and said they gave out $50 to each, but didn't give out any money, huh, Warbish? I think it was NTF that typed in chat. 2 winners that we don't know.
Put your numbers in the chat now, please.
The winner will be paid. See a cash app.
Cash app, yeah. Please don't hold up about.
We excluded.
Gila, I mean, I'm sure we could probably find a way if somebody doesn't have cash. You too, Cuban. I hope you have.
Oh yeah, it's definitely drama. It's definitely drama. Worry about everyone else that's had something wrong to them. You don't know my story, but it is definitely drama. And I don't know, Andrea, if you're still around. Warbish. Any of you guys that want to click that link that's got something to say to me, don't be a puss. Come on up. Don't just type in the chat. Come on up. Next thing it'll be that I'm with Nonya again, and that's just not true. You can't talk to that woman without you guys. And guess what? I'm going to say hi to her every time. I do not have anything against her. Nothing whatsoever. It's not my community. She's done nothing to me. Condemn me for liking her. Oh, well. You guys all give Angela G a pass when children are involved. Angela G's one of the biggest liars around here. One of the biggest bullies around here. One of the biggest red flags around here. And I kind of blame her for the reason why Junie's bounced, because Angela G took her over into these communities with some of us OGs when she knew she wasn't mentally prepared for it. She knows that woman's mentally unstable. She's totally unhinged. She needs a padded room. But Angela G weaponized her, tried to weaponize several of them. Why? To come at me. Oh, but your Angela G's just an innocent woman. How come no one's in my basement? I didn't win. What was there to win? What are you talking about? I didn't win. You're reaching at straws here. Are you all there? I don't even know what you're referring to. I didn't win. I caught the tail end of his stream, went back, heard a few things, and hit play. If you're talking about the money. And I'm jealous I didn't win. Thank you very much. I got my own money, not struggling for anything. I'll be right back. I'm at my other tabs. Give me just a few moments. I'll be right back. Well, if you're talking in general, yes, she has, because I remember when one of her family members said they couldn't watch her child anymore because she was too stoned all the time, and she let her kid fall through the screen door and get hurt because she was too high. That's hurting a kid. And all you motherfuckers, like you war bitch, here's yet another woman I saw that Vic has harassed and intimidated about going to her home. Were you threatened, Nonya? Was it this channel? Hold on. Y'all see that right there? Let me educate you for a moment. The woman he's talking about is the woman that used to live with Gomez. So he's already been there at the house, at the place of work, and he's threatening her. This victorious bastard, Vic. She's had to put his picture up at her place of work. In the moment he's spotted on the property, the cops are to be called. He terrorized the lady that passed away, that was Scotty's good friend, and the dark one's good friend, Mike's, and the one you heard Clovis Hall talk about, the one you heard Angela talk about, and the one you heard Nick talk about. Her first name's Kim. Terrorized her. Went to her hometown and terrorized her. IRL. And she passed away before he could tell her he was sorry for terrorizing her. You get that? But he just LARPs, right? War bitch. He just LARPs. None of you care that Vic has actually went IRL on one of the YouTubers over here that was many YouTubers' dear friend and terrorized her, including Angela G. He was wrenched up in that chat where Angela G and Nick Cook were going off on Clovis. I don't give a shit about the woman he's doing it to, Mr. Jones. Now that's a straight up lie. You're the one in love with Angela and try to white knight for her over there. That's a straight up lie. I said something from the get go before it was public out here, before it came to this point. But you guys all keep giving Victorious Bastard an excuse. Keep giving Angela G an excuse. And then bash on ones that aren't out here terrorizing and threatening YouTubers. Now I'm going to drop my link one more time in case we're too scared to click the first time. Now, Warbitch, you don't actually have to stand up on those legs and walk to hit my StreamYard link. I hope they brought their helmet and their Velcro shoes and their little knee pads. Oh, I know he won't. They're too scared. They want to run their mouth and chat. Like, Warbitch, what are you going to do to me? I don't think you can get up out of your own bed. I don't think you can reach down to your feet and tie your own shoes. I think your belly's that big. By the looks of it, you have, I don't know, cellulitis seeping out of your skin actively. It's pretty disgusting the way FCC goes around and calls people chomos. Junie calls people chomos that aren't chomos. And you guys protect the real ones. And still, you're not in my basement. So you're coming after me now. I'm in your sights. But you're too much of a bitch. No, excuse me, not that word. Too much of a wuss to click a StreamYard link. It wouldn't have something to do with me running over Looney Junie after she thought she could come at me, huh? It wouldn't have something to do with me knowing Angela G a lot longer than any of you and me watching her sus activity. It wouldn't have something to do with me seeing Angela G and Edward in with Clovis as they doxed innocent YouTubers, you know, children in hospital rooms with disabilities, right? It wouldn't have anything to do with any of that, would it? It wouldn't have anything to do with Angela G being friends with Clovis and with Edward as they protected pedophile after pedophile, known predators that Clovis kept wrenched in her room and protected them. I'll have to go feed my cat here in a minute. But the biggest and funniest part of Looney Junie was her saying that I put someone in jail, and then 15 seconds later saying she didn't say that. Runner up was her complaining about her nephew, but completely out here talking about her nephew. Do you need to know again? He's 11 years old. His name's Liam. She went to his 6th grade graduation. Oh, her mom's disabled. I found that out last night. Or the other day on Scotty's too. I mean, she does it to, oh, they don't live above the pizza shop. They live next door to the pizza shop. Angela. Maverick's doing good. He's in all those, T-ball and all those too. Becky's coming after my grandson. All I said was Maverick. All I said was Liam. And then they lie and say that I'm coming after them. After they come out here and publicly say their names all the time, like it's nothing. And live stream their birthday parties and everything else. I'm not going after no one, nor would I. Never have, never will. But you got a lot of unhinged liars around you guys. You sure do. A lot of unhinged liars. Yeah, don't forget that one. Clovis went around saying that her children were going to be abducted. Don't forget that. I went after Tacos, Colts, and Cats' grandson, for fuck's sakes. After she said moosh talk. Excuse me with the T. That's the craziness that TBS had spot on about each and every one of you that do that shit. Keep telling me how Junie won, and I'll keep telling you how she took the L and how I owned her. She couldn't even remember her last job title. I had her so triggered. And call me tard all you want. Again, I specialized in pediatrics and physical therapy assistant. The uneducated have to use belittling words like that. Tell me where all the proof is about frauding and scamming someone. Tell me where there's no hypocrisy. Tell me that you know for a fact there's no pedophile ring around here. That I've personally been looking at for years. Tell me it's not sus to hang around people that have had aggravated sexual assault against a minor and it gets pled down. Again, Looney is a loon. She's not mentally stable. I blame Angela for throwing her in the deep end. You guys are so upset over these donations. Yet you don't say a word about all the donations Edward got while he was probably wanking himself off to children. None of you guys seem to care about any of that. None of you guys seem to care if Angela had anything to do with it. Or maybe what about the woman they were questioning about that they can no longer find with Edward? None of that matters, right? I guess it don't. Because they're your friends. I'm not trying to wound anybody. That's not the point of it. That's not the point of it all. You don't see your hypocrisy. You still got your blinders on, and you blindly protect people that may be harming children, that may have child porn around them, or may have had something to do with protecting people who have child porn. A very serious topic. Very serious topic. And what are you in here to do? To be weak ass trolls. You're messing with the wrong one. What's this? That's so weak to type things that aren't even true in the chat room. I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to have to be a lot tougher to trigger me. You're going to have to get a lot more hardcore to trigger me. And all of you guys here to protect Angela, are you? Are you all here? Because every single one of you in here that's not my regulars are ones that white knighted for Predward. Now, isn't that true? All of you in here laugh it up about victorious bastard threatening women out here. Big, tough men. Do you know if this woman's by herself or if she has a man? What if she would be by herself? He's been there before. None of that matters, right? Because you all want to just protect Angela and laugh about Vic and allow him up on your panels and wrench him like Angela does, like Scotty does, like drunken Jeff over there does. But not one of you have the balls to click my link. Man, how many around here of you have been castrated? Oh, okay, run away because you're too weak to come up here and actually address me. You want to be a keyboard warrior when real people's lives matter. Come at me all you want. I will stand up against Angela until her red flag is no longer a red flag or it's found to be true. I don't falsely slander her. I will stand up for what's right, and I will always stand for the child and the victim. And I will always stand up for innocent YouTubers that Vic wants to use in his little battle against Gomez. Because he's too weak to fight Gomez one-on-one. He's going to use people around him to threaten him. Just like he did over in your community and threatened many a woman. Because he's too weak to stand on his own 2 feet. I owned you every single time I've spoke with you, Telly. How many of you are here just because you don't like me or because you're white knighting for Angela? I bet you there's nobody left after that. That's pretty sad. So much for the victims. So much for the predators jerking off to all those photos that you guys want to call CP when it's child sexual abuse. Gonna drop this again. You know, it might have went too far up. I don't want to have any excuses once I hit this end stream button for you guys to cry. I want to give you every opportunity. Warbot can't even own his own body. He is so disgusting and vile. So I'm the narcissist. Oh, it's not Junie up there laughing, coming at me, instead of listening to me worry about another woman that's been threatened by Warbot.
Who are these freaks, Bex?
I don't know them other than their usernames.
No, they're users. Let's just call them users. I think they're YouTube users. I think they're drug users. I think they're weirdos.
Yes. Well, Warbot, if you've ever seen his picture, he's this. He's like one of those 500-pound, and I'm not even joking.
Well, let's put his picture up and roast the fuck out of him until he cries.
He
That's what I
denies
do.
that it's his.
I'll get him up on panel. I guarantee it.
He denies that it's his. He's ashamed of his own body.
Listen, I like fat white guys. That's my demographic. I don't
Well, there's
understand. Like, I need more man boobs. What's the holdup here? Show me your boobs, Warbot. War boobs.
There's his face, and I'll get a picture of his legs.
He's got legs. And he knows how to grab his ankles and spread them open and lay back for his buddy.
Look, he's an old white fat boy.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
look
why
how
are
old
they?
he is.
They're all the same. They all look the same.
You have
Weird.
Adam while I search my computer for his legs.
Let me see. No, I can't see nothing. You said there's a picture of him.
Oh, hold on.
She's looking for them legs now.
Hold on.
Let's see those
that's his.
sticks. Oh, he kind of looks like my ex-husband a little.
How many chins do you have? Okay, I'll be right back.
Who's the black kid he's got hostage? Am I seeing?
Oh no.
Are they
Yes.
scared?
Yeah, that is a black
Is he
kid.
going, look, guys, I got me one? Is that what that picture's saying? Look, guys, I got me one. I got some walnut sauce. Is that what this picture's saying? I mean, I don't want to break hard, but I'm going to take a page out of the Book of Urban. I mean, since I'm hanging out in you guys' community now, I may as well use your jargon. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just, He's like Mr. Woolley. Remember the checkout when your mom would take you through the grocery store checkout and she'd be like, no to the candy bars, no to the gum. And then there'd just be Mr. Woolley there with the magnet.
Yes.
It's Mr. Woolley. So was he a bad man?
Oh, I can't find it.
Well, I don't.
You're
I think
lucky.
I can imagine. So he looks like a guy that's jolly who might play Santa at Christmas. But you're saying he's a bad guy.
Yeah, and why is he showing children out here in his
Well, I mean,
pics?
not only that, but it's like I've got him zoomed in on my phone right now. It's like that smile, like it can go either way for me. Like, I got me one, boys, or
Yeah, he reminds me of like the ice cream truck that goes around that you want to beware of.
oh, he's got the free candy van that needs help finding his puppy.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Becky, we're gonna be in so much trouble.
The picture I have is him with a bunch of Kit Kats on his lap and all these candy wrappers on his lap.
They're worried about if you've got cats. Sir, there's a scared looking child in that pic with you while you're smiling. Okay. They're worried about the cats. But I mean, I don't know him. Is he the guy in your chat talking nasty though?
Yeah, who we got? I'm not sure of General Sea Monkey's name. I don't know if that's Bill or who that is. You got Telly. I think he's from the UK.
Yeah, I don't understand Telly's. Like, why are you here, Telly? Truly, I click the link. Can you tell? Do you have time, Bex? If anybody wants, I would like to know why Telly's here. It's almost as an outsider looking in. I'm going to tell you how it feels, how I feel about Telly. He's kind of like a overseer, it seems, of some sort. Like he comes around to the ponds and takes the temperature and reports it back to some, maintenance manager, maybe.
Definitely one of the low level ones. Like he gets roasted wherever he goes. Nobody likes him. He tries to take over the panel. He gets up in everybody's business. And what he does on his shows? PowerPoints. Like that was done in the 90s.
I'm not subbed to him.
That was done in the 90s. And he thinks he's going to come out here with some dry ass PowerPoint show to bring his community together.
Do you need some help, Telly? I have ideas. Well, like, what's his position though? Like, is he for anybody? See, I'm not fighting on it behalf.
Oh, he's a white knighter for Angela and for Edward. Yes.
Well,
yes.
They call me a white
and Looney
Juni. But I just like interrupting, if I see a weird troll happening, I just like to kind of like troll a weird troll. I don't know. They call it supporting. Whenever you out troll them on their own troll, they call it you a supporter of whoever they were trolling. It's like they can't admit that they just got trolled. Like,
or that, like now, me calling out the hypocrisy, they'll say they've been trying to say I'm with Nonya, or calling out what's happening since I've had you on my panel. All of a sudden, I'm working with you and with the other lady.
No, you're not. I clicked your link out of my. See, they know how they work in their cult, and they know that they have a puppet master that will compartmentalize all the different people, like classrooms. It's like 5th grade year. There's 7 classrooms. Okay, there's different teachers. There's teachers' aides. You've got the retarded instructor. They've got to keep all these kids strapped into their chairs, make sure they're not biting each other and drooling on each other. And it's kind of organized. So they know what they do and they'll project their strategy onto others. So that's how I figure out the strategies, because I have none. I just kind of watch shows, go where I want, comment, interact. Sometimes you could be wrong tomorrow and I could be up here disagreeing with you. That doesn't mean I'm going to dox your family and come hard,
Correct.
These people,
they're making money. Like Warbish says.
They're managers, they're uppers, like they have no life. They need to be accepted here and they have to do what they have to do, and I enjoy watching that and mapping the networks. It's fun for me. Who's your handler?
Telly is one of them. When I tried to go up onto Hoax Wars, Telly and Krusty were up there. This other woman, well, they're both women, up there white knighting and gatekeeping for Angela and had to shut me down to even red flag her. Now, I'm not saying she's guilty. I'm just saying she's obviously sus.
Does Chrissy live in Mexico? I think I might have met her over at Scotty's. She was okay with me.
Yes.
Okay. She was fighting with, I think at the time, the reason that she and I got along is because, and this is how it works, this is how these ponds and these swimming holes work. You introduce Nicola into a pond and everyone's, that's why she's there, because it distracts everybody. The thing me and Christy would have had in common, even though we didn't know each other, is that Nicola barks at both of us. So now it would look like me and Christy are together because we're both fighting Nicola back on a panel. You see, it's all an illusion. But I did want to point
right when
out.
I don't have any problem with Krusty other than she wanted to come at me for Angela and Looney Junie.
Well, this
But
is
the
my
fact
thing.
is they came at me and then they came at me with little old Tretch in a James D's room.
Let
And
people fight their own battles. Like, why does Angela G need people to white knight for her? I mean, that's why I don't do alliances with people. Even when I was in what I would call an alliance with someone, and they were like, "Oh, such and such is talking about you. I'm heading over there. I'm gonna go give them." I would say, "Don't you dare! All you're gonna do is get a target on yourself. Like, I can handle this myself." Like, I just don't understand the whole concept of white knighting for anybody.
That's why I was so upset with Angela for bringing Looney in there. She's definitely not a mentally stable woman, yet she dropped her in at James and she dropped her in over at Scotty's when she knows she can't handle it.
Well,
she knows she can't handle it.
And so now Angela makes herself part of the machine by proxy. You see what I'm saying? She's now doing the same exact thing that they're doing, which in an algebraic equation cancels each other out. So now Angela should be on her own with it, Like, I didn't hop up last night to defend Angela at Treaches or hoaxes. I just wanted to get, hop on the field and play ball. Sometimes it has nothing to do with white knighting. I had questions about the whole Edward thing to begin with, but nobody ever they want to fight about who's supporting who, that's supporting who, instead of getting down to the nitty gritty.
Right. I don't so much as support people as call out their own hypocrisy on each other, how something's okay as long as it's their friend, but then it's wrong and they get crucified because they just don't like a person.
Right. I get it.
And Telly, how did you white knight for Angela? Oh, you and Krusty were up there to shut me down on Hoax Sports. And don't think I know that Krusty was talking to Angela the second time she came up because she would mute out and then come back with something I knew Angela only knew.
Oh, I hate that when they do that. That's one of my pet peeves. The loaded questions where they pause and you can tell that they're reading someone else's words. I can't stand that.
Yeah, they're in some kind of a group chat or a
I don't have any of that shit.
way.
I feel like not having any of that shit has always been my superpower. Have no partners on the internet, have no boyfriends, no friends, no back shit. Like, I have talked to people, but never the way everybody else does with like the social medias and discords and compartmentalized group chats. But I have seen it where you'll have like a pocket, so like a group of 10, but they'll say, "Oh, we have a group chat," but they also have side group chats that not all of the original group chat members are a part of. So they kind of have a whole troll, a backstreet troll, where they're able to compartmentalize the people in their own group so that information's kept from them, or things like that. So
Yeah. Well, this community is well known for their little boy servers and all their little groups in back chat and for doing that to people. And then they come out in force in the chat room against others, all on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, like as a TV watcher, YouTube TV watcher, I've noticed that since after COVID, the pred hunting community is a totally different set of guys. They went from being like burly men, like, like we ate our cornbread and we're gonna go get these motherfuckers, to, hi guys, we're here to catch the predators, but first you have to send us a butthole pic to get hazed in, so we could be, just weird saucy type of um, they almost seem like closeted homosexuals who've found a
Yes.
niche to like hide under, and it's dangerous. In a NAMBLA, which NAMBLA does have a huge amount of funding from the government, from the lobbyists, from rich elite white men and black men, but mostly white men, that fund whatever they can do to get a hold of what they want. So, when these guys come in here and claim to be pred catchers, but really they're doing drama back and forth with women and, saying instead of catching predators, they're catching supporters of supporters of supporters of CP suspects. You're diluting the pond. You're desensitizing the viewer to words like you want to say, oh, SA. No, it's sexual assault. That's what it is. You want to use things like
Thank
CP
you.
and make it real, make it like a trending thing. Oh, he's got CP. He's got CP. You get CP. It's like an Oprah Winfrey show. It's child pornography.
See, Sam.
It's
I mean,
not
come on,
rape.
spell it
It's
out.
rape. It's violent rape. It's violent sexual assault. It's deviant behavior. And some of your narratives show your deviancy. So tread really lightly. There could be real cops watching after all these years. They did give you plenty of enough rope to make a noose for yourself and everybody that you know.
Right? Oh, I personally think they are in there. Do you think that they can label Edward Stairs' channel, but they didn't check into any of the chatters that were in his chat?
Did anybody think that maybe that was an operation just to, well, maybe I'll just leave that there. Maybe
Yeah.
Edward Steers was a
Leave
psyop
The cliffhanger.
to nab a certain flavor of pred catchers.
Sometimes they let one smaller fish go down to catch a bigger pond of fish.
You said it, not me, Beckers. And that's why we got to get out here and hit these panels and call them out and smoke them out, because most of the truth and most of their strategy and their thought life comes out of their mouth. What they're saying about others is usually what's on their plate,
No one's saying it's a big conspiracy. All I'm saying is, derp. There's cops on these internets. There's cops on these internets.
Now, Telly seems reasonable enough for me to be able to ask him valid questions like, were you really white knighting for Angela, or was it just coming off that way because you were there to interrupt something else or do something else? Just like you could say, like I said, Nicola could accuse me of white knighting for Christy while I was screaming back and forth at her on panel with Christy. But really, it's not because I dislike Christy, just because we both dislike Nicola. Like,
they were definitely there solely for Angela and to control the Angela narrative. That's all it was about. And when I went up there to challenge it, Telly did his usual, oh, Becky's the crazy one, or it's all a conspiracy, or
well, the whole reason
older than the on his underwear stuff.
There's a whole demographic of women that are only targeting Angela because she's getting treated with special she's getting special treatment here. So like the girl that I met over at Hoax Wars last night, like she was so hot under the collar, Bobby Joe. And but I didn't get a chance to ask her about her relationship with Ed and why after a year she's still, gunning for Angela. My thing is, why is everybody gunning for Angela when you're supposed to be catching child diddlers? Like that's
Right.
what becomes a drama thing to me. It's like, okay, so now everybody's doing this for the drama views. This has really nothing to do with catching any predators. Angela's protected in like some drama section or something. It's the only thing that makes sense, and the rest of you aren't. I mean, it's real simple.
I think you hit that pretty spot on. I didn't even know Hoax had a stream last night. I actually went to bed at 7 and slept until like 9 this morning trying to get over this illness.
Yesterday, I wasn't feeling so hot yesterday, and I laid down for like a daytime nap. And you know how like when you take a daytime nap and then you wake up and you feel like it's like the next morning and you're like, holy shit, how long have I been asleep?
Yeah.
So I had like all this extra energy. I was up till like closing time. I looked at the clock and I was like, oh my God, in the real world, the bars are closing right now and I'm awake being a rebel. But yeah, I got to meet Bobby Joe and Mitch. I mean, I had heard of him and seen him over not Scotty's, but I don't remember where I was going with that.
I think you can say he tries to spread discourse for his content, whichever. But
yeah, the gay ones aren't really
so wrong about
the gay ones are here for the soap opera drama. They want to pretend. See, what they do is I think that part of their game is that they get off on watching women fight because they're all gay. And they're like, the reason we're gay, this is why we're gay. Now we can remember why we're gay because women are so emotional and weird. It's just so easier to go, play softball out back and then go in the house and pitch and catch all over again. And then we can have Lunchables together and talk about the cat ladies. You know what I mean? They're getting views, drama, monetization.
Billy has no clue what he's even talking about when he says cat ladies. He's just heard it said before. He wasn't around during the Lepo days and all of that with the psyop.
Last time I visited this community, they were still in granny fluid season.
Yeah, they have no clue what any of that is about. They weren't around here for those days in the real psyops and all that. They have no clue. They're surface level dwellers. And that Bobby Joe, she was A-okay with everything until she wasn't. You know what I mean? Those types.
She's a fucking chat bunny. She's a ball dangling fucking chat bunny. That's why I definitely wasn't going to allow her to come up and punk me the first time on their panel as a visitor. I mean, Hoax Wars started out by calling me a kike. Like, it's just like Nicole and Philemon with this, like, I'm not even Jewish-ish, not even a little Jewish-ish. And I find it hilarious.
Wait. But I saw you for days on end, like maybe a week on total of Philemon and Nicola calling you a Jew in there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Mitch hopped on the Philemon and Nicola train because he's not a pred catcher. He's looking for drama pockets. And Aaron and Scotty promote people like Nicola and Philemon so that they can do their little act whenever there's, content's drying up, or if they need a new target, they'll just send those pitbulls in. It's so obvious.
Yeah. And that Philemon talking about other people calling them diddlers when they call people diddlers all the time. Philemon's called me a diddler so many times.
I'm starting to think
you have a Jew fetish over there.
I'm really starting to think. I listened to his video because I made some clips. I wasn't even subbed to him. That's the funny part. But I found his channel and I went and looked and saw that he had streamed something I was on and was talking about me. And I'm starting to think he's might be like, I'm starting to wonder definitely if he's not on the spectrum and he's a weaponized, like highly functioning Asperger's type autistic.
You have a very good point there. Something to take into consideration for sure.
Well, I mean, highly functioning. Like I'm leaning more towards Asperger's than I would. Like CMN is kind of like, he's also autistically Asperger's, but he's more autistic than Asperger's. Philemon's more Asperger's than autistic.
I think, yeah. Well, I don't know CMN to even comment about him. I've never heard a live stream of his, but Philemon is definitely high level functioning.
Right.
But
And Philemon
he's
wants
one of
to
those that
couple
can't
me.
be social. He
They've
has
been
no
trying to
social
couple
skills.
me up with CMN for some reason for so many years. I just don't understand it. So, like, Philemon's a weaponized Asperger's with Nicola as his handler. And it's like for many, many years, they've been trying to create this part of the script where I'm that to CMN. You know?
Mm.
It's
Yeah, I
very
haven't
weird.
seen that, but if it's starting to happen.
Oh, yeah, they'll
Well,
always say, Andrea
then
loves
the
CMN.
AJ
I
has
tell
for
everybody I
you.
love them. I love everybody because I really do. I really do have an unconditional love for humanity. I'm just disappointed in most of you.
Right. I've seen you jump. I mean, people, I guess, have known you for years. I'm just now getting to find out who you are. Like, just recently, Andrea, I didn't know you've been on these streets for years because you're trolling everywhere else and doing your thing, you know? So I've just recently, I think when you popped in my chat, started figuring out who you were.
If anybody's a pred catcher, it's me. I move around. I don't stay in the same place. These people come to the internet to catch predators for fame because they know that it was a big thing. And after Pizzagate, it blew up. And you all fucking know this. And a lot of these pockets are made up of gaslit conspiracy nuts who will believe anything that's pumped into their brain by a big titty bitch. And you guys use that to your advantage. So if anybody's catching anybody, I'm the fucking catcher and I'm the exposer. You guys are circle jerking. Not you, Becky, you know.
Well said. Well said. It did really catch on after the Pizzagate stuff. Trench quit his job to work on Pizzagate research. I was just like, wow. What were you saying about Trench down there?
Me or somebody in the chat?
You.
I wasn't. Oh, I really don't. I mean, I've seen Tretch's channel over the years. I mean, I go in there and say hi and stuff. I've never like really hung out for long periods of time. I may have been on panel with him a couple times. I mean, I hear what everybody says about him, but I've always been one to kind of form my own opinion. It's not popular, but that's how I like to do it.
Oh, I'm not one of those. You, yeah. I just thought you were trying to tell me something, and I didn't catch on to what you were saying. Is why I was asking. You talk to whoever you want. I don't judge like that. I don't. You know, you go wherever you want, and
I mean, I think I've
it's not
seen
my
Tretch
bad.
be puppeted out by people a couple times over the years. I mean, it happens to everybody at one point, kind of, you know. But I've just been Aaron's been saying for all this time, you know, like puppy mill muffin man, puppy mill muffin man, and I guess I'm just trying to step back from it and gain my own new clean vision.
My take on it is the puppy mill. I don't know if he's. It
It's
doesn't
the drama
exist.
sector. Basically, it's the drama sector. They found what they've done is they've put all the women into one spot. Like this goes back to what I said earlier about the fake pred catchers that are really just all homosexuals laughing in the background. Homosexual trolls, not just homosexuals. Homosexual trolls who get off on watching, you know, because they don't have a need for women, you know. They probably don't like their mothers. They've got mommy issues. They're getting butt fucked all the time. So they enjoy watching mother-like people, women, go into, you know, they enjoy, it's a mill. They're getting something out of it. Just like I've been in communities where they call it milk farming. I'm farming for your milk. Like I got Mitch milk last night and I took it back to another community so they could drink it. You know, so the puppy mill is no different. You know, Aaron's job is to squeeze milk out of these ladies. And I think that's his only job.
Correct. I don't believe in
He
that.
talks
And
a
the
good game,
Thomas
but I haven't
stuff,
seen shit.
you guys, everyone living off those Thomas muffins. Now, if you bring me something recent, I'll look at it. But all of you guys with this Thomas stuff, making him your big bad wolf, it's for clout chasing. It's for content. It is. Bring something new and original besides Cicada or any of that old stuff.
Nerdy coders, nerdy decoders with nothing to do. This is what, when they say the devil loves an idle mind, this is what they meant. This kind of shit. Like, go buy a puzzle at the store and stop making people's lives miserable. Get a
You've
Rubik's
got
Cube or something.
something, though, as far as I think we got many gays in closets around here when it comes. I mean, look at the LARP that Vic did. Oh my gosh, I listened to whole streams for hours on end where they laughed so hard and made fun.
With half chubby, with full erections. But see, they did it also with that Sam Clinton guy. So it was like a rerun episode, like, you know, so it was like watching a high school group do Cats on Broadway. Like, it was bad.
They did the exact same LARP on Sam Clinton. I put up the thing showing it sounds like his because they've already seen this LARP. They know Sam Clinton's not gay, yet they rode that wave. Just
but they
like they're
added
riding
javelinas, pantyhose. Well, they added, okay, so Vic and Aaron were friends. They could have wrote this script before they separated. They could still be friends for all we know. But we know that they wrote into the script some nasty, freaky drama shit like the lube, the pantyhose, the javelinas, the colloidal silver and pH water balancing kit. Like,
oh yeah, you gotta add in some truths too that they know to make the LARP more real. Sprinkle in a little bit of truth, like 5% and 95% LARP.
And then dragged Aaron's neighbor into it. But they claim to be anti-gang stalking. But you're dragging your neighbors into your YouTube business. You've got Shay videotaping the news people as they pull up to drop off newspapers at a house that's not even hers, with her Venmo posted. She's crying victim of Dr. Phil and victim of Scummerin and victim of this one and victim of that one. Bitch, you're a fucking gang stalker, and you're posting your cash money while you're doing it. You're scamming.
Now I've again never seen any Dr. Phil video, never seen her speak, so I can't speak on it. Once I've seen
well, you should go check out my community wall when you get done with this.
The other lady told me to late last night, but I haven't had a chance to yet, and I eventually will. But I won't put it past Gomez on LARPing. I mean, right now I'm a witch and in a coven of witches, and Gomez is saying I work for Homeland Security.
I do not work for Homeland Security. I work for the National Security Administration. It's like
I work for
an
NASA,
Army brat with a Navy brat.
I work for NASA, damn it. Get it right.
Yeah, we're space cadets with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Yeah. See? Yeah. We're going to help film the new moon landing LARP up in Cape Canaveral. I'm sorry. Let me stop. I was about to make a Krista
moon landing. I thought it was in a bunch of cornflakes.
I almost made a Krista McAuliffe joke and I stopped myself.
Well, it looks like none of these losers are going to come up. They just want to be.
I'm going to go do some dishes like a good bitch. But it was great talking to you, Becky.
It was great talking to you. Yes, I'm going to go feed my animals and get me some breakfast. I know I'm late on it. It's almost lunch, but.
Well, keep your stiletto heel on their necks back.
I sure will. You do the same.
All right, girl.
Keep plugging at them. All right. Take care. All right. Well, seems like nobody wants to come up here and use their voice. I might be too intimidating for them. So, but you're really coming after me, but you can't even click the join link, right, Warbish? You can't even click the join link. Now that's pretty sad and pathetic. But you're here for Looni and Angela, right? Oh, poor Looni left again for like, what, is this like her 13th, 14th time? But that's Jilly's fault too, right? it's nobody else's fault but Luniper's, right? Did you hear how stupid she was that she was going to say some private information that Damone told her until TBS stopped her? The woman is too dense to get it. Too dense to get it. And you guys are all too dense and keeping your blinders on. And you'll let the predators walk around harming more of our children, which is very suspect to me. When you have to gatekeep for Angela G. Telly, that's very suspect to me. Nobody's saying she's guilty. No one's slandering her name. We're saying red flag it and allow the questions. But just like you all did with Predward, you want to ban hammer, you want to block, you want to gatekeep. And forget about any potential victims out there. That's pretty sad and pathetic. And I see each and every one of you doing it. Now go get your passy, bitch boy. Go get your Kit Kats. I know they're just on the side of your bed, because we all know you can't get up out of that bed and stand on your own 2 feet. And how about take the little kid off your picture? That's even more sus to me. Peace out, all you good people. Have a good day. YouTube Trailer Park, it's good to see you up in here. You see, she's not in the coven with us, just saying. Gomez, she's not in the coven with us. Peace out.